Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the wokest magic podcast on the internet. Welcome to Casually Spike. I am your host, Dakota Marker, and with me are my friends Jaron Denham.
I didn't get trampled.
Darvin Harrison.
Hey.
And Bill Gantz.
I didn't leave my house.
Well, so Jaron, tell us what we're going to be going over today.
We're going to be talking about something that none of us watched, the World Magic Cup, the Standard Showdown hype train, and we also didn't do the Iron Root Chef for this past week because, tryptophan. So we're going to discuss our Black Friday adventures.
Woo! Sounds great.
Doesn't it?
All right, so why don't we go ahead and move on to our first topic. The World Magic Cup just happened this last week, and it was won by none other than the Grecians.
That seems odd to me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess they had to put in some amount of effort.
Must have been the Zatsky sauce or whatever it's called.
Maybe they were just really feeling the heroes.
Oh my God, Euros are amazing.
I'm not big on them, but
Really?
I'm not a lamb meat person. I don't know.
You don't have to have lamb meat.
No, you can have other things
Like what?
like
Beef, chicken.
Yeah.
Horse?
But what's the difference
Horse?
at that point between that and like a sub?
Well, I mean, if you want horse meat, you just go to McDonald's, right?
I don't. No, if I wanted horse meat, I would go to a farm. I don't think what McDonald's serves is meat.
I
think
it used to be.
I think they grow
And
it
it
in a
was
lab.
horse.
I think they grow it in a lab.
It used to be pink slime, so yeah, you're right. It wasn't a lab.
I thought the pink slime was the chicken nuggets.
The pink. I thought pink.
Okay.
It still is.
Yeah.
Well, I know the pink slime is also Slim Jims, but despite that, I
Ooh.
will still enjoy them.
I still want the Slim Jim straw that Bill Engvall talked about in his stand-up years ago. Drink beer out of a Slim Jim?
Ugh, God. I don't like beer in general, but drinking it through a Slim Jim, ugh.
Two manly things, buddy.
That'd be even worse.
All right, so, yeah, like I said, we didn't watch anything about the World Magic Cup. Honestly, I think WotC felt like they advertised it well enough to get people interested in it, but it just didn't appeal to me at all, so I decided not to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't very interested in it either, honestly. I don't watch a lot of Magic coverage. That's just me.
I absolutely love Magic coverage usually. It's just not... The World Magic Cup just doesn't appeal to me, I don't think.
I can't find it on Google.
See, that's how popular it was.
First thing that pops up is the World Championship Tournament.
Well,
that BBD one.
Oh, well, how about that?
Well, was that when they started streaming all their stuff on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know if Twitch archives stuff.
It does, yeah. I have videos up there right now of me playing Bloodborne, and I think there's 2 of me playing Hearthstone. No Magic yet. It's also kind of brutal to stream Magic, though.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta have a camera and have streaming and have internet that's sufficient for it.
You don't have to have a camera. The room that I have everything set up in the stream right now is a mess. Mm-hmm. So I choose not to have the camera on, but it does get the job done. The only issue, like I said, it's just brutal to stream Magic because it's so boring looking. At least on Hearthstone, there's different things going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, in some sense there is, but which is why I don't so much like streaming Magic. I like doing Magic videos is better, just because you can do the post production and add commentary.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have a point there.
Yeah. I would like to start streaming Infect for modern playtesting, but it's just so boring to sit there.
Well, it's better than my plan. I wanted to stream games of Commander.
No, this could be entertaining, especially with commentary.
Definitely. There's a lot of interesting interactions in Commander.
Yes, absolutely. I want to see somebody play ass whooping, and then I want to see them mind bend it to black border, and then radiate it.
Joke's on you. I got white bordered lands.
Oh no! See, that could be relevant. We in our group we'll start playing with white
Borderlands. White Borderlands.
Now, what happens if somebody decides to take a pink Sharpie to the borders? Their lands don't blow up then.
Well, at that point, you know what they're doing. You know what they did, and then the next game you name pink borders and just blow up all their lands, and then you just laugh at them.
All right, so since we didn't watch the World Magic Cup, but Greece won, congratulations, Greece. Greece. Should we move on to the hype train?
I mean, like, I feel like we've already, like, how much farther can the hype train go?
Well, apparently they interviewed Owen Turtenwald and a bunch of other pro players about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and what
they
did
were
it,
like, what makes Standard great to you? And they started talking about Emrakul and a whole bunch of other things. And
I didn't even watch those two.
well, you know what?
I'm behind, I know.
It was Thanksgiving. It's understandable. So you had family over, and you hosted family here.
yeah, we had a sweet Thanksgiving party.
Oh my god, I was only here for like an hour, and it was amazing. That pumpkin roll I stole was really good.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Whatever that caramel Oreo cake pie thing was, that like tasted like diabetes. That thing was great.
I have no idea.
It was pretty good. I don't know who brought it, but it was good.
Now, did you see the thing that was on Facebook? It was a recipe for a Cakepieken.
Oh, what?
It's like a turducken, but it's a cake pie. It's a cake that has a pie baked into the middle of it.
Why has this not been made sooner?
You know what? I don't know, but Perkins had like what they call it a cake pie for a little while, and it was pretty good.
Well, actually, I might be able to explain that, because if you think about it, pies and cakes have different baking time. It's very similar to something they have in Japan called melon bread, which is bread with like a cookie dough on top of it. Where completely bake the cookie dough, they burn the bread.
Right.
So it's the same kind of thing here. I don't know the exact, like, if cake bakes faster than pie or vice versa, but I'd imagine it's the same kind of thing at work.
Well, if you really wanted to do it the way that I think it would work, now I didn't read the recipe or the bake or anything like that. This is just me theorizing. I think that you actually make the pie, and then you cut it short by about half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you mix the cake, and then you put the unfinished pie into the middle of the cake to where it sinks in, but still not on the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
And then you put it in to bake, and then if you bake it for like 30 minutes or so at 400 degrees or something, and then it turns into a cake pie.
30 minutes at 400 degrees, you're going to have a lot of carbon.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems relevant.
See, this is why I don't bake. I do like baking, and I like following instructions when I bake, but I can't make the instructions off the top of my head.
Right.
See, I like baking and I like following the instructions. I just hate the cleanup.
It's science, man. It's amazing. Science is always messy. Well, that depends.
Can I hire someone to work with the aftermath of my science?
Probably.
You could.
They usually charge about $20 an hour depending on how far away you live.
Yeah.
I know the ex's sister used to come and clean, and she'd charge me like $45 for a cleaning for a week. It wasn't too bad. She would do my dishes and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh. She'd work for like 3-4 hours, clean up my entire house. It'd be spotless. And I was like, why aren't you doing this? Why are you playing your 3DS?
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Thanksgiving, basically.
Devin, you cannot tell me you don't know what cakes and pies are.
I'm still talking. No, you're talking about theories. And then you start talking about housemaids.
Yeah?
I know none of that.
Huh. I would have thought you would have known all about this.
What, the housemaids?
No.
Oh, my.
But, yeah, the hype train, it was just a bunch of videos that they put about pros talking about Standard and why it's great. And I have to disagree because I think Standard's kind of boring.
I mean, it really is. Like, there's a lot of diversity in the format right now, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like the format just got solved too quickly. We are kind of in a slow season right now.
Yeah.
Like the same thing happened for Battle for Zendikar, and it's gonna happen again next autumn. Like,
When's Amonkhet come out?
Amonkhet comes out in
April.
Because Hour of Destruction is
It'll be May then.
Uh-oh. No, we're good.
Okay.
Hour of Destruction comes out like sometime in June, I think. So, and Amonkhet's right before that, so that's like in April.
That sounds about right.
And then Ether Revolt's like in February or something, or early or late January, early February, something like that.
It's like late January, I think, because pre-release is in January.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I hope we get sweet. I hope we get something sweet like I hope we get more vehicles.
I'm sure we will.
Dude, I want to.
I don't know. Like we should have gotten more Investigating Shadows, and then that sure didn't happen.
That was because we had already solved the mystery.
I know we solved the mystery, but it doesn't mean the mechanic wasn't good.
Well, the mechanic was great. The issue was we knew what the giant monster in the sky was causing all the madness.
We could have still like figured out a way to make it work. Anything can be defined by flavor.
Investigate the weakness of the flying spaghetti monster?
Yeah. Why not?
Then you just go mad and die.
But what if you didn't? Because you had Jace's Deus Ex Machina mind armor.
I didn't even think of that. Wow.
Boom. I just want a new Tezzeret.
Obvious sarcasm in my voice.
Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man. I'm trying. Somebody's got to try around here.
You're just try-harding. Just like Robert's three sisters in that riddle earlier.
Oh, God. Oh, my. All right, so I think we've beaten this horse to death enough.
I think Standard Showdown has been beaten to death, yeah.
Yes.
It's getting to the point where I don't even want to do it anymore. But I will still trade for the packs.
Yeah, I want my real life treasure chests.
All right, so Dakota, how did your Black Friday go?
My Black Friday was very simple. I got up at about 3:30, learned that everybody flaked out on me. Thanks, guys.
Hey, I just want to let you know that I tried to stay up. I made it to 3 a.m., and I decided that everything that I wanted was still going to be in the store at 10 o'clock when I got there. So I went to bed.
Should have just went to bed right after you got home from work.
I didn't work.
Or
I had to go to Best Buy with Devin, remember?
then you should have gone.
Wait, why am I saying this? It's not my turn yet.
Well, why didn't you just go to bed after you got home from Best Buy? Because I assume you went to Best Buy, went home, and then went out later. Right?
No, I stayed home, and then I went out at 10 a.m.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
See, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked, but I need you to tell me how your Black Friday went.
All right. Well, anyway, so basically what happened was everyone like the idea was that we were all going to go together, but like I got up at 3:30, nobody wanted to go, and I'm like, great. And then my buddy Mike, who was on the show like a month ago, he calls me up and he's like, hey, I'll go with you, and I'm like, okay. So I meet him down at his place, and then we go up to the Highlands to go to GameStop, and I wasn't hunting for too much this year. I got my PS4 last year, and I don't need like the new one. So the only things I was really hunting for this time, I wanted to get a copy of Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, and I also wanted to get the Skyrim remaster. And also, while I was driving on my way up there, my friend texts me asking me if he thinks that GameStop will have the NES Classic. Which I was like, I was thinking maybe they would, but like, I looked in the ad and I noticed they didn't have it, so I was like, that seems that doesn't seem like a good sign. We ended up getting to GameStop. Me and Mike were probably about third in line. We went in. I got my games and we kind of just got out. Like it was in and out in like 20 minutes just to compensate for the line.
I could actually answer the NES Classic thing.
After that, we stopped at Sheetz to get food, and then like I ate my food and I went home. I went to bed for a couple hours, and then I spent the rest of Black Friday playing Skyrim until my Amazon order showed up, at which point I switched gears and started playing Pokemon Sun. So that was Black Friday.
That's pretty sweet. That's a good job. The NES Classics all came into GameStop on Wednesday, and they weren't street dated for Black Friday.
Oh, was that what it was supposed to be?
Yeah. So they were able to sell them as soon as they got into the stores.
Oh.
And each store got like 2 or 3.
Ooh.
And as soon as they opened the boxes for the shipment, they were already sold.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's what happened there. Well, mine was fairly simple. It started on Thanksgiving. I was having dinner with my mother, and we were sitting there playing a game with my stepfather when Devin texted me at about, what was it, 8:30?
Something like that.
Yeah. He says, Best Buy has your PlayStation bundle that you want, except instead of having to choose between Last of Us or Ratchet and Clank, you get both of them. And I said, oh, okay, I'll be there. So I get up to Best Buy, and I'm standing there talking to a guy who just quit at work when I hear from across the store, John! and I look over, and Devin scared the crap out of me. So, we go up there, and he had my PlayStation picked out, which was the Uncharted 4 bundle, even though I already had a PlayStation 4. And he also had one, and then we had 2 copies of each game, and he picked out a copy of Destiny. I said, okay, let's go ahead and see what kind of credit line I can get, and then we'll see if we can get anything else. So we go back, and I get him a copy of Bloodborne, which, if you haven't played Bloodborne yet, that game's Dark Souls with no defense, as Andy put it. It's absolutely amazing. I ended up getting the BioShock Complete for $30.
Seems okay.
Skyrim Collectors, well, Best Buy Collectors for $40. And that came with the Steelbook and the goofy Dovahkiin mask. And then I think that was all I got at Best Buy, wasn't it? And I got my mom a TV and a computer on her card, yeah. And then I went home. I initialized my PS4 that I had already, and then I set up everything on the new one. And I packed up the old PS4, and I went to bed. The next morning, I wake up at about 9 o'clock, so I start driving down to Moundsville, and I go see my mother, and I drop off her stuff, and then I go find my cousin, and I give him my old PS4. And I got him a copy of Borderlands, a pre-owned copy of Watch Dogs, the Ratchet and Clank, and Fallout 4. So I think I made his Christmas.
Yeah.
For myself, after I went down to my old GameStop I managed, I got World of Final Fantasy, the limited edition with the art book. That was like $40. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that game. I don't know anything about it, but I'm looking forward to it. I got Mirror's Edge for like $15. Let's see, there was...
Is Mirror's Edge any good?
I haven't played it yet. Mirror's Edge was really good on the first one for 360 and PS3.
I've never played it.
It's a free running first person game for those of you that don't know, and it's an action adventure game actually. So it seems pretty cool.
Okay.
You look like you're going to say something, Devin.
Yes. Is that Final Fantasy? Is it still turn based, or is this one like free roam? Hack and slash.
I think it's a hack and slash. I don't really remember though. Like I just saw different screenshots of it, and I couldn't tell from the screenshots what it was supposed to be. And the trailer didn't tell me anything either. The only reason that I got it is because it has nostalgia factor, because it has all of the games rolled into one, so it makes references to all the different storylines and stuff. And there's jokes in the game about all the other storylines too.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was the main reason why I picked that game up. I got Just Cause 3, I'm sorry, for $20. And that game, I was interested in it for a little bit. I don't really remember what all I have, but I know I took a picture of everything. Let's see. Pulling it up. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, the Skyrim. I got my copy of Destiny as well. I got it for $35 at GameStop, where you got yours for $25 at Best Buy.
Yes.
Yeah. And I got the Final Fantasy X and X-2 remake for PS4 for $15 as well. So,
Dude, I can't wait till the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one thing comes out next year.
Yeah, I want to get that. I've been wanting to play back through the Kingdom Hearts games on my PS3 for the trophies before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. Kingdom Hearts 3. There's been 17 of them, so I don't remember which one we're on.
What's the one coming out next year? It's 1.5 and 2 point something combined.
Well, there's two things coming out next year. There's the Final Mixes 1.5 plus 2.5, which is the first 6 game. Well, it's 4 games: Kingdom Hearts 1, the PS2 remaster of Chain of Memories, and then that's 1.5, and then 2.5 is Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep, and all of those games are in their final mix versions, and that's the first one. And then the second game is Kingdom Hearts 2.8, which is the dumbest title I've ever heard, because I'm just like, you're really just gonna keep pushing your luck on this, aren't you? You already had 2.5.
But there's still more content.
But 2.8 is what it is it's a remaster of Dream Drop Distance. Blah. Yes, that's the title, which was on the 3DS.
Yeah.
And apparently it's also got other new content that leads up to Kingdom Hearts 3 that I'm not really sure what it is yet.
The thing that got me
it's supposed to have stuff with Aqua or something. I'm not sure.
Dream Drop Distance I thought was really funny because it was 3DS exclusive, like you said, but it was also shortened to Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Well, yeah, but I think the plan was, I think they were supposed to release it on the Vita.
Probably.
But then they found out that nobody bought a Vita. Because it's terrible. Sorry, Vita fans. It's just a fact.
I mean, I started playing my Vita a little bit because I remembered I could get trophies on it. So I was playing Borderlands 2 for about a week.
See, that's the only draw of the Vita for me. It doesn't have any exclusives that I want to play. The only exclusive I know it has is some version of Persona, which I've never played any of those games anyway.
Persona Dancing All Night?
I don't know if it's that. I thought it was Persona 4 Golden or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't really consider that to be an exclusive because it was on the PS2, not as Golden, but Persona 4 Golden had apparently 150% more voice acting than the PS2 copy did.
Huh.
And it also had additional content. Very little, but it had additional content.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Persona to really...
I've always enjoyed the Persona games, to actually experience the story, but I never really got to play one until Persona 4.
That's how I feel about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't want to play the games. I just like the story.
Yeah, I don't want to play the game at all. I do like how creepy the story is.
Well, I mean, they're getting the movie next. I think they're getting the movie next year.
Just go to Chuck E. Cheese. You get the same experience.
Well, actually, you're not allowed to go into Chuck E. Cheese anymore if you don't have a child with you.
Yeah. I feel that's appropriate.
Well, yeah, that's appropriate. But how am I supposed to get scared if I have to bring a child with me?
You live through the fear of the child, obviously. Have you ever seen the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese when they break?
Yeah, they're horrifying.
Exactly.
Dude, the last time I was at Chuck E. Cheese, they had the animatronics peoples up on stage singing "The Land of Confusion."
That's
What?
pretty awesome.
Yes.
That's
What?
pretty awesome.
I was like, this isn't really appropriate right for this, but okay.
What is the Land of Confusion?
It's I want to call it a war song, but it's
You can show me it later. Don't play it now.
Why?
you know how to explain
Because I don't want it picking up on the audio.
I think the last and only time I was ever at Chuck E. Cheese, you two probably weren't even born yet. I was at a 5-year-old's birthday party when I was 5. So
I think I went there when I was 4.
yeah, I was 4 or 5 for some friend's birthday party. I have very little to no memory of it, and I've never been there since.
All right. So when Liliana turns 4 or 5, we're all going to Bridgeville, and we're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah!
Oh yeah. By the way, I have a daughter named Liliana. Get some.
Nerd.
It's just too bad she has your face.
Okay, so do you want to know when I knew Liliana was yours? You fell asleep in my car on the way back from Columbus, and I caught a look at your face in the rearview mirror, and I saw that same droopy, angry look whenever she sleeps. I was like, "Yep, she's definitely Devin's."
See, I can see it whenever she smiles, because like whenever she's really like happy about something, she gets the same grin.
Yeah.
Like, just that cheesy full tooth. Well, like she doesn't have teeth, but like that cheesy like no tooth smile.
But all right, Devin. So I covered my Black Friday. How did yours go?
My Black Friday, I went to Kohl's. I didn't get anything there, but we got like 2 pairs of shoes and a pair of socks.
Oh yeah.
I think. Where were we after that? I think we went to Best Buy after that. And the whole PlayStation thing with Jared. Stood there while someone new tried to overdraft my account multiple times. So Jared had to pay for it all.
Yes.
Then
I didn't tell you. I almost bought a 4K TV at Walmart because they were 55 inches and $300.
What?
Mm-hmm.
that's,
Yeah.
Wow.
55-inch 4K TV, $300.
Yeah.
Some unknown brand
Of
of
course it was.
Chinese knockoff.
No.
It wasn't it like a Philips or something?
It might have
Philips.
been,
Philips is a name brand. They used to be.
I mean, Philips is a name brand, but like, I don't think their TVs are very good.
I mean, I had
They used to be.
I had a Philips projection TV for about 10 years until I think it was the red died on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and when the red died, then everything just was blue and green and hard to watch. So that's
Right.
why I have the 52-inch flat screen that I have in my dining room right now.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. Anyway, I'm sorry, Dad.
Anyways, finally got a PlayStation again. Since the last PlayStation I owned was a PS2.
Woo! Welcome to the dark side, buddy.
And I switched to Xbox because I like Xbox.
And
But-
Halo's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He fights
Halo's a
aliens.
cool guy. He fights aliens.
Doesn't afraid of anything.
Got the PlayStation again because I like the PlayStation exclusive games like Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Can't wait for Jack and Daxter if they ever come out with it again.
Do you want to borrow
No, they're
Uncharted?
not actually. Well, because remember, Naughty Dog, who developed Jack and Daxter,
Mhm.
has a much bigger cash cow now,
Yep.
and that's Uncharted.
Uncharted is so amazing.
But they could just remaster it.
But Uncharted.
But Jack and Daxter.
But Uncharted.
God of War.
I think
God of War is
God
a
of-
Naughty Dog.
I know.
Yeah, God of War is something else entirely.
I'm
think
just
that's
naming
San
games
Diego
that I played
Studios.
I have
on
no
PS2.
idea. I think they've switched developers a couple times.
Maybe. But do you know the only reason that I actually started buying PlayStations?
Trophies.
No. MLB The Show.
Oh, psh.
Yeah. A baseball game is what sold me a PlayStation. Like, I had already owned a PS1 and a PS2, but I always bought them at the end of their life cycles and then bought all the good games. And then when I finally discovered MLB The Show back in 2012, no, it was 2011, I started buying the crap out of those. So that actually made me buy a PS3, and then I bought a PS4 and continued the tradition. This year might be the first year I don't buy one now.
My cousin got me into Xbox, actually the co-owner, because he had Xbox Live when Halo 2 was a big thing, pretty much when online play just kind of came out.
Yeah.
And he had Halo 2, and I loved it. So I got an Xbox 360 when it came out,
I'm gonna go turn on the lights.
and I never bought a PlayStation until now. So that was on Thursday. On Black Friday, my parents helped us out and bought all this awesome equipment that we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you can hear the dulcet tones of our sweet voices.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it. It's awesome. Can't wait for more and more and more recordings. While Jaron slowly walks back here. What?
He's taking his time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just talking about this awesome equipment that we got
Oh yeah, this stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
that my parents helped out with.
We definitely needed it. It's better than recording on my Pixel.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's really about it. That's all my Black Friday deals that I did.
Awesome. You did pretty well, just like I did. Yeah. Bill, you stayed at home.
Well, kind of. I lied a little bit. I didn't go out shopping. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I went to work. As I usually do. And I actually did make a Black Friday purchase, but it was an online purchase. I bought a case of Pokemans.
Ooh.
Got that Pokemans. My Pokemans. Let me show you them.
So I'm hoping we can get some more people around the shop into Pokemon, and we can use my recent acquisition.
That'd be nice because I am sanctioned.
We gotta get on that VGC stuff, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta figure out how to do it.
See, I really want to start having like Hearthstone because there's really no overhead on Hearthstone. You could do like a $5 entry, and if you have like 10 people come in, and you put the prize at like $20 credit or whatever for Blizzard, and the winner gets $20, you just put it on their Blizzard account. You made $30.
How do I do that?
Just get a gift card.
Oh, okay. You're talking like just put it on their account. Like how do I send money on Blizzard's account?
you put your gift card that you got from I don't know, like some other retail outlet, and you bring it back to the store, and then you have like 4 to 8 person tournament for a $20 gift card for Blizzard.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to start doing more Pokemon stuff, more Hearthstone stuff.
I just sold my shamans.
But did you?
Yeah.
Where they at?
Here?
Oh, I mean, you actually sold them.
No.
I was like, they haven't sold.
Those shamans got me quite a bit of store credit though, so I was okay with that. That was fun.
Well,
Coda?
I guess that's kind of it, isn't it?
I don't know. This was really short.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's honestly has been a pretty slow week as far as things are concerned. Like,
I mean, we had Thanksgiving, which that's always a family holiday.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead, and I guess we'll go to shout-outs. And this is where I think that we should talk about our Thanksgiving. Because if it weren't for our families, we wouldn't be here. So...
Well, joke's on you, because we actually haven't had our Thanksgiving yet.
Neither has Bill.
Nope.
Joke's on you. I'm a test tube baby.
I got there.
Well,
No, I'm
just, I mean, we're planning to have ours later just because turns out that on Thanksgiving, my dad, who's an over-the-road truck driver, had to go to Oklahoma.
Huh.
So, yeah, he's not going to be back for a week or two, and we kind of need him to cook the turkey because he's the only person that knows how to do it correctly.
I'm going to do this just because friend of the show and best friend of mine, Jeff Moore, absolutely hates this. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. I hope to God he listens to this and he gets angry and he messages me with many profanities. So, Jeff, that was for you, buddy. Thank you. I'm sorry, Dakota.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So, my shout-outs are going to go to my father and my stepmother. I had to go up to their house for my first dinner, which was basically Thanksgiving lunch at 1 p.m. And they had a very nice spread. My father made a green bean casserole with water chestnuts
Ooh.
and soy sauce.
Interesting.
Yes, it was absolutely delicious. They had a very nice turkey, very succulent. Obviously, the regular fixings, so like sweet potatoes and stuff like that.
Well,
No
I was
marshmallows.
I was gonna ask, how was their stuffing?
It's very good.
Yeah, because let me tell you, I can tell the quality of a Thanksgiving dinner just by the quality of its stuffing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like actual fluffy stuffing. So.
How was ours?
Your stuffing was good.
I say which one? There was like 2 or 3, and they were all delicious.
Hey, we had like 43 pounds of turkey, so.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it got 8, believe me.
Well, I mean,
A
how
lot
many
of-
people did you have? Because I showed up like an hour and a half
Like-
late.
20.
Like 25?
Yeah.
If something like that.
Wait.
Not bad.
There were like
That's good for last second.
well
Yeah.
because like
Planning.
both of their families, like both of your families showed up, didn't they? Like both you and
A
Christy.
few of them, yeah.
And then like Turk and his wife and kid showed up, and Tails and his girlfriend, and like I showed up and Bill showed up,
Yeah. And then
So-
I showed up an hour
and
and a
then
half late.
you showed up.
Yeah.
So like we had a pretty decent turnout, all
Yeah.
things considered.
Yeah.
Fraggle showed up after everyone left.
Fashionably late as ever. And then after I left my dad's house, I came down here, obviously. Sat here for about an hour with you guys. And then I had to go to my parents' house, which they had dinner ready as soon as I got there. And my mom's like, since we don't have any picky eaters this year, I'm trying all kinds of different things. And I was like, this could either be really bad or really awesome. Now, when you think of Thanksgiving, there's one thing that doesn't come to mind. You want to guess what that was first?
No, because whatever you're gonna say,
Fish.
because
There it is.
really,
Yes. So, my mom didn't make a turkey. She made ham with pineapple and honey, so, that's cool. That's fine. It's a ham.
Yeah.
She had 2 seafood dishes. She had baked clam and half shells. So it was like stuffing and clams.
ooh,
Yeah. And she also had a bourbon glazed shrimp.
That sounds amazing.
interesting.
Oh my god.
That does sound really
Yeah.
good.
So she had her stuffing, which you would have liked it, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. She had her baked beans, which I don't do the baked beans because it kills me.
Which then kills the people around you.
Yeah. She also had deviled eggs, which I don't eat those because that kills me and kills everybody else.
Butts used Gus.
Yeah, plus he's Gus. There was also the sweet potatoes again, the yams. No marshmallows again, which is fine because I don't really care for the marshmallows and the yams. But whatever. We had all that done, and then we started playing dominoes. And I kept on just going into the kitchen and grabbing random desserts. And the only dessert I grabbed was she took pie crust and she sprinkled cinnamon and sugar on it and baked it. And that was all it was just a little pie crust with cinnamon and sugar. And it was so simple that I ate it. And I was like, you know what? We're going to try something. She also had baked apples. So I took the pie crust, I put the baked apple on top of it, and I ate it. I was like, you have to do this.
That sounds amazing.
I looked at my mom, I was like, you have to do this. And she's like, why? And I said, just do it. Just go with me on this. So I bring in the pie crust and the apples into the dining room where we're playing dominoes. And I'm like, try your deconstructed apple pie. She's like, okay. So she takes the pie crust, puts the apple on it, and eats it. And she's like, I hate you sometimes. So we finished the entire pie crust. So she goes to the kitchen and makes 3 more pie crusts exactly like that.
Nice.
And that was about what she called me today. She was talking about my stepfather taking the rest of the pie crust and the rest of the apples, putting them in a bowl together, and then microwaving it for like 30 seconds. He's like, why is this so good? The only thing I can think of is it's just so simple that it tastes good because there's nothing there, really. There's nothing different.
People love simplicity
I love simplicity.
without even knowing it.
Mm-hmm. So
They make okay tractors.
Yeah. Why do you think
about-
Chipotle does so good?
Yeah. Did you see that somebody's suing Chipotle because they realized their burrito wasn't 300 calories?
How did they legitimately figure that
How
out?
do you even measure that?
Well, you have to go to a lab and you burn it.
I would assume
That's
so.
how you figure out the calories.
Well, what it was is they apparently ordered their burrito, and then they had like all the fixings and stuff put on. So like the rice, beans, and obviously the chicken, I guess, is what was on there. And then like everything else they threw on there, including the sauces. And then after they got done eating it, they were like, "Man, I'm so full. Was that actually 300 calories?" And then they like went through, because you could get nutritional facts on everything,
Right.
online. So they went through and they saw exactly how much their burrito was, and it was like triple what they thought it was going to be. So they're suing Chipotle for false advertisement.
Chipotle made me fat.
Yeah. Instead, they're not going with the real responsibility, which obviously America makes everybody fat.
Right.
Yes.
We should ban spoons
Put
and
the
forks.
fork down. We should only have chopsticks. No, ban those too.
Yeah, I was gonna say people just spear food with them, just like old caveman style. Like,
Okay.
We did ban fingers.
So, when Cole and I were in high school, he never had Chinese with chopsticks before. So I'm sitting there. I was like, dude, you gotta try it. It's so much fun to eat with chopsticks. Blah blah blah. He's like, okay, I'll give it a go. So he picks up his chopsticks, and he can't pick up the chicken with the chopsticks. He's like, you know what? He throws down one of the chopsticks, gets the other one, spears everything, and just eats it that way.
to be fair, I can't use chopsticks either, so.
All right, it's settled. We're ordering Panda, and we're eating with chopsticks for lunch.
Woo.
Yes.
I think the first time I tried to eat with chopsticks, I went to take a piece of chicken. I finally got it on the chopsticks. I went to take it up to my mouth, and then I flipped the piece of chicken like onto my face. Because the chopsticks had twisted.
Mm-hmm. The first time I used chopsticks, I actually dumped half my food on the floor.
Wow.
So, yeah.
To be fair, I probably did that the first time I used a spoon and fork too. So
Yeah, probably. I think I did the same thing. So, yeah. I remember there was a time when I was working in a call center for Discover, and they had a fire drill or something that made it to where I missed lunch. So I warmed up my lunch, and I took myself from outbound into inbound. So I had people calling me instead of me calling people. And my supervisor came over as I was eating my lunch, and I had one of those to-go containers of fried rice, and I was sitting there eating it with chopsticks. He comes over, just looks at me, glares at me for a second, realizes what I'm doing, and he looks at the screen, and he says, "You can stay there," and walks away. All right, so Bill, you said your Thanksgiving's coming up.
yeah, had some family members come in. We were gonna have our Thanksgiving yesterday, Friday, and more family members decided they wanted to come down, but they couldn't come down until today, Saturday. And so we're postponing our entire thing until later today so that all the family members can participate.
It does sound wonderful, though. That way you have everybody there.
I mean, it would be wonderful if it wasn't my family.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I love most of my family.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Just put.
Yeah.
Just hand it to them. Yeah. That'll work. So, have you thought about getting a holster for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my pocket.
I want to see you like have it up here. That way you look like you're a detective from a 70s crime drama.
Just have it sitting there, people walk in.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, you don't, buddy. The only problem is, whenever you have to reach across your body and pull it out in case of emergency, that gives away all of your signals.
Yeah.
So it makes it to where you actually run the risk of getting in danger faster.
The only way that really works is if you're like wearing a suit jacket or something with an inside breast pocket.
Yeah.
So it looks like you could be going for something in your pocket.
Yeah, but still, that makes it to where it's very dangerous still.
Right. No,
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, because that gives the criminal time to act. Whereas if you just, oh yeah, let me go ahead and you pull it out of your pocket and go. Listen to us talking about open carry on a Magic podcast.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Thanksgiving.
Well, I just have one thing to say for that. God bless America.
America.
Oh my God, where's Lee Greenwood when you need him?
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we covered it. Now we have a Grand Prix trial in like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even. It's like 45 minutes.
Oh, well, that's
Got a
cool.
GPT coming up. Standard Showdown tonight. Yeah.
So everyone that's listening to this, get in your time machines, travel back 2 or 3 days to when this is being recorded. Come on down for the Grand Prix.
Also, we are recording on Saturday today
Woo!
instead of Friday because I had to work. Yeah.
Way to go.
My day got pushed back. So,
Way to go.
Yeah. It was my fault completely.
How dare you want income?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I did get my holiday pay. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't have if I didn't go to work yesterday. So I had to work for my holiday pay. Man, corporations just get you coming and going, don't they?
Yes, they do.
So yeah, shout out to my parents again.
Yeah.
Thank you for the stuff.
Thank you very, 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 very much.
Thank you.
The equipment is awesome, and hopefully we'll be putting it to good use for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, this is our first time using the new equipment, so if anybody sounds really quiet or really loud,
I'm sorry.
You can just see the waveform.
It's like a tidal wave, just coming in.
Anyway, yeah, so if anything sounds odd, we'll try and have it fixed by next week.
Well, Dakota, that requires an entire new cast.
Next week, new podcast.
New people, new podcast.
I mean, Andy did say something about getting on the show.
Oh, did he? That's awesome. Next week we will be Spike Casually.
Woo!
and we will have 4 new hosts.
Well, see, I was thinking semi-professionally, Spike.
Well, that requires us all to have pro points at some point.
Yeah.
I've got Planeswalker points.
Not Planeswalker points.
That's good enough.
No, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks to the people not just give me my round 10 win when you're not there for points.
Woo!
Got a few choice words for you.
And about 80% of them are profanity.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and list off those words that you would like to say on to have there?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to give Dakota work?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well... All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the show, like it, share it, subscribe it, get on that Twitter and that Facebook. We're still working on getting the Patreon and all that stuff set up. So, until next time, we will see you later. We are out.
Bye.